Coming up tonight on YCN News, Governor Maggie Hassan issues an executive order creating a task force to lead the state's efforts on STEM training. Unity School Board members learn that the new school may be ready by September 2nd. And we'll learn about Montshire Museum's upcoming spring vacation activities. For more news, weather, and sports, it's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth-Lake Sunapee region, southern Vermont, and Windsor County. News, sports, weather, and all that is happening in our area. The news on YCN, your local view.
Good evening, and welcome to this Wednesday edition of YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Add to the growing list words whose definition now take on new meaning. One example is the word STEM. Think beyond the garden and into the worlds of school and work. STEM also is an acronym or abbreviation for science, technology, engineering, and math education. Having students trained to enter these fields requires professional mentors from many backgrounds. Today in New Hampshire, Governor Maggie Hassan issued an executive order creating a task force to lead the state's efforts on STEM training. Task force members are drawn from all areas of New Hampshire, including the Dartmouth-Lake Sunapee region and the North Country. Chancellor of the Community College System of New Hampshire, Dr. Ross Gittell, will chair the task force. 14 men and women representing business, healthcare, primary and secondary public schools, and private colleges comprise the task force. For students to succeed, we must work together to strengthen education in the STEM fields, Gittell says. The panel's goal is to upgrade and implement STEM education in the state's schools. Tied in with this goal is to encourage students to enter these fields after graduation from high school and to prepare students to succeed in the sciences and math at college level. Administrative support to the task force will come from New Hampshire Department of Education. The panel will announce its meeting date shortly. YCN News will follow the task force's work as they proceed. Unity School Board members learned Tuesday night that if all goes according to plan, the new school could be ready for students and staff on September 2nd. That's the day set aside now as the first day of school in Unity. Building Project Representative Gordon Bristol explained to about a half dozen meeting attendees what needs to be done as part of completing the new building. There's about $390,000 in soft costs. Those are the costs that are associated with the building project, yet aren't part of the building's framework. These items include kitchen utensils and window trim and building permit reviews. Meeting attendees also learned that the architectural plans for the new structure will be reviewed by members of the State Board of Education. This is contrary to the typical process of having the board approve new building plans before work begins on a project. In other school board news, Craig Shute is now chairman of the three-member board. Prudence McCormick will continue in her role as vice chairman.
The good folks at H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oils want you to know that their philosophy is simple. Wow 'em with our service. Fuel delivery when you need it and how you want it. Prepay or a 10-month budget plan puts you in control and provides automatic delivery. Or just call when you're at a quarter of a tank. Pay cash and get an additional 10 cents per gallon off.
Wow 'em with service. It's the H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating Oils way of doing business.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. While all political eyes are poised for former Massachusetts U.S. Senator Scott Brown to officially announce he will challenge the New Hampshire seat now held by U.S. Senator Jeanne Shaheen, one candidate was overlooked in a report on Tuesday. Bob Smith, who earlier served in Washington, D.C. as a senator from New Hampshire, also aims to unseat Shaheen. Smith, Jim Rubens, and Karen Testerman debated each other in a forum held Tuesday night in Bedford, New Hampshire. Spring vacation for many is the chance to escape to a beach, but for those families planning to stay local this year, there are plenty of venues offering fun activities. Montshire Museum, located in Norwich, Vermont, has a variety of educational and exciting opportunities for kids. Next week, they'll be holding some events for students looking to get out of the house during spring vacation.
Hi, I'm Greg DeFrancis. I'm Director of Education at the Montshire, and we're just talking about the different activities we have coming up for the next 2 weeks of April vacation. It's school break. We have a lot of activities happening, some that are free with museum admission, such as at the Science Discovery Lab. We'll have some lab coat investigations happening each day for older kids and family activities for families with younger children. Also next week, we're going to be testing working with visitors in tinkering and engineering, and that'll be happening on the exhibit floor Tuesday through Friday. A chance to work with electricity and a chance to build with scribble bots, little machines that you can make that make art, little robots. That's kind of cool. That'll happen on Friday afternoon. We also have a couple children's programs that are happening on Monday that you could actually register your child for. One is on motion and using gravity to make things move, and the afternoon session is on air. And you can either do a morning session or an afternoon session, or you could do both sessions with a supervised lunch in between. So a lot of stuff is happening here during the next 2 weeks. The first week is our bigger week, and we'll have a lot of special activities that week, but both of us have special activities. This Saturday, April 12th, we'll be having our annual Egg Drop Challenge. We will be dropping eggs from this balcony here down onto the first floor and see if you can design a contraption that will allow your raw egg to survive the 18-foot fall. You could make your egg drop challenge container at home and bring it here for a 2 o'clock drop, or you can come here at noon and we'll be making containers in our community room and be doing a lot of building and engineering prior to the event. That'll be a really fun activity whether you are participating in it or whether you just want to come and watch and see what crazy designs people come up with. And you should check out our website, www.montshire.org, for the directions on what design criteria we are looking for.
For more information or to register for any of the events offered at the Montshire, go to the website montshire.org or call them at 802-649-2200. Spring vacation in New Hampshire is set for April 21st through 25th. In Vermont, depending on where you live, vacation is April 14th through 18th or April 21st through 25th. Students from the Battenkill Valley, Blue Mountain, and Bennington Rutland school districts will be off April 14th through the 18th. However, the Medowee school break, part of the Bennington Rutland School Supervisory Union, is from April 21st through the 25th.
Simple solutions in a challenging world. Let Echo Communications make your life simpler. From the beginning, creating design, through the commercial print process, and ending with custom mailing, all easily coordinated in one place. Echo Communications provides simple solutions in a challenging world. One place, many solutions.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Rose Spillman. Now Matt McDonald will have a look at our weather for the next 5 days, and he'll take a look at some local college sports.
Thanks, Rose. Tomorrow will be another beautiful sunny day with highs in the 60s and a low of 44 degrees. Friday will be partly cloudy with a high of 61 degrees and lows in the upper 30s. Saturday we may get a few rain showers and temperatures will remain in the 60s during the day with lows down to 34 degrees. Sunday will have a high of 60 degrees with lows in the upper 40s. Monday will be partly cloudy with temperatures rising to bring highs in the upper 60s and lows in the upper 40s. Here's a glimpse of the weather from our northeastern and national radar maps. Now let's see what's coming up on our community calendar. In Bellows Falls, the Vermont Symphony Orchestra will have its grand tour at 7:30 p.m. Thursday night at the Bellows Falls Opera House, featuring works by a variety of European composers. On Friday in New Hampshire, the Sunapee Methodist Church will hold a coffee house at 7 p.m. featuring Danielle Mariglia. Remember, you can submit local events from your community by sending them to news@ycnnow.com. And now it's time for college sports. Dartmouth College lost a game yesterday. In men's lacrosse, the Big Green fell to Hartford, Connecticut. The final score was 12-7. Dartmouth battled their way through the game, playing strong, but just couldn't hang on. This loss brought the Big Green's record down to 1 win and 7 losses. Dartmouth will continue on Saturday, traveling to Princeton University. Today, the Colby Sawyer women's lacrosse team is traveling to Castleton State College in Vermont to take them on at 7 p.m. We will bring you the results from that game tomorrow. In Fisher Cats news, the team picked up a 2-game series with Reading. Monday's game against them was cancelled. In Tuesday's game, the Fisher Cats suffered a loss. Reading defeated them 6-5. A close defeat, but the Fisher Cats will get another shot against Reading tonight.